Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. We are making our second poem in the quote-unquote second run of the run. You know, once again, I've played this game before, so I know most of the scares, but this game is really good about unsettling you, so some of these scares might still get me. But, especially since I'm alone this time and not with a friend. But yeah, let's dive right back in. We want to make a poem for Natsuki. I thought it would give me the trophy, but I guess those trophies only count for when the game is not all screwed up. And the fact that I'm wearing a headset is gonna make these scares all the more unsettling. Also, today's episode might be on the longer scale because since I know what's left in this playthrough, I just might jam it onto this episode. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Happiness, ribbon, bubbles, heart, silly, sweet, candy, giggle, skipping, cute, summer, sing, charm. I think Yuri kinda... No, I guess she didn't like that as much as I thought she did. Poof. Smile, jumpy, and cheer. Okay, I was preparing myself for something. I don't like when it gets dark, man. Okay. Another day passes since time for club meeting today. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. In the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Firemac. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I was acting mentally sound, but please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. And you don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, and now that you really didn't mean it. Firemac. Don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now? Have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know that's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of those things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on try, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not! What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. It took me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Firemac. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. She means me. She means me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has really run off into a closet. Has already run off into the closet. Firemac, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after that you gave that book to me. I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Oh, the sudden silence drop. There it is. There it is. There it is. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just take a look in the background. I was waiting for it, because it almost always happens. But just a reminder that things aren't normal right now. What's the story about anyway? Well... I looked at the cover of my book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Was that the same name as before? There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about the religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affix them to... Oh god. Yeah, that's pretty dark. Oh, that might be a little bit of spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Very dark. Yuri made it so, like, it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Firemac? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. The song's getting really quiet. Wow, okay, the song just, like, cut out. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind of challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts. My whole body gets incredibly... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. You already did. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. At least, the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes! Freaking glitch, man. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here. Alright, I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Oh, alright. I open the book up and start the prologue. As soon as I understand what Yuri means about reading in company, as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders, I read, please, let's get to the freaking picture. I don't want to stare at that anymore. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just baiting the feeling of your... Oh, God. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? Don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I'll slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yeah, okay, thank God. Alright. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me, as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second by your bazongers. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. So I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence, so even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, then it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you're talking about. Since this is a horror book, she's definitely thinking about some dark stuff. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. Look how her eyes kind of widen. It's kind of... We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing's a little... Am I breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Firemac? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Because she's always listening. Yuri does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip back into my bag. We're leaving Yuri last. She's starting to act a little freaky. Oh, in fact, she's not even there. Cool. So let's go with Monica. Hi again, Firemac. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon we'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Firemac. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep, but I chose a Natsuki poem. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Doubt it only counts when I put in some effort. Aha, that's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I specifically made a Natsuki poem. You guys saw that. She changed my poem to be for Yuri. I don't think I noticed that in my first playthrough. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me! The colors, they won't. Bright, piercing red, green, blue, and this cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop, but great, creaking, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing art at a table, like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage, and this, I'll be, delete her. Hey, Monica. Sorry, I know that's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Let's save the game. Boop. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Cool. Natsuki. Don't want to talk to Yuri right now. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. You know, I did write a poem for you. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody, so it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. So you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. So, little fun fact about this. This crazy poem of hers is actually like a encrypted, I think. And there's like, if you decrypt it, it's like a link to Dan Salvato's like very, very unsettling short story of someone who murders someone, and they go like into detail about how they casually just do it. And it's really unnerving to read, especially after you come off of this game. Makes you wonder about Dan Salvato. Okay. And I think Natsuki's scare is about to happen. Yeah, here it comes. Firemac! Why didn't you come to read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Let me just back up a little bit. Why did you ruin it? 'Cause, yeah, it's about to happen. Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri's a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Firemac, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want me to go home crying? The club's the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. Okay, the voice is hurting me. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Oh, God. Oh, thank God I prepared for that. Yeah. First time I played that, I was not ready for that. Freaking. Alright, what's up, Yuri? I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I just like holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there's some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding bolt head. Linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a dock shipped, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears, a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears, and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind's been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. Ugh. Ugh. That is... A pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I, just really like the way that it writes. Yeah. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. No, I don't want that. I unlocked a special poem. At this point? Ooh. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a special poem at this part. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Where's the joke? I feel like Monica wrote this one. Oh, hello! Hello, red screen of death. I was hoping not to see you this playthrough. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so oh god, there's the noise. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. All the noises. The noises. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. We'll have to rehearse something for the festival. It's not like we can put anything together in a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's the concern as well. Oh, it's completely black. Oh, it's gone. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank God I didn't stay for the whole freaking scene. Yeah. That what just happened doesn't always happen in everyone's playthrough, so you might not have experienced that. I experienced that in my first playthrough, and I was hoping to dodge it. But I didn't. I don't really do well in last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Firemac joined and we started with the club activities. But this isn't time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. And the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. Where more members just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, don't you think you're looking at it you're not looking at it the right way at all? Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do, so that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival. Even if it's something small, right, Firemac? Oh come on. You can't take advantage of Firemac to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Firemac joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Firemac isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Firemac want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Firemac, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Firemac. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts picking up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Ah, who cares about that obnoxious rat? I forgot about that. Crap. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. It's gonna happen again. I'm just happy with you here, but still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself! Jeez. Oh god, your eyes started bleeding. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Firemac? When do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Her eye's bleeding. I don't know if you caught that. Yep, there it is. Yep, it's bleeding right now. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you'd like to help Monaco at the festival, I'm on your side as well. Alright, well maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. What about the festival tomorrow? Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Firemac? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Firemac before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monica waves at Yuri as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Firemac, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I kind of feel like I'm responsible for that as president. Yep, background's changing. I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know... Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean. But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So wait, not yet! No, stop it! Yep, the game won't let her spend time with us. You know, she really wants to. Perfect time. In fact, let me just hit the save point. Okay. Okay. I didn't get as far as I thought we would, so I'm going to cut the episode here. The next episode, I will definitely take it to the end. I will try to. It definitely should be long enough for that. Alright, so this Firemac signing out. Toodles!